enough damage to those vultures to send them home. Makes them easier for the Dragoons to kill. And now, as you can see, a path of mines. Canata trying to create that dividing line so he can kind of separate the map. Just trying to get map position. Another drop going in backside. And I assume this is trying to... he was hoping those supply depots were placed poorly once again. Usually you'll see a gap like this. This is a much better supply depot build here. The supply depots can't get insta-bombed across the board by the Reaver, and just 2 vultures coming out, that's not going to stop this. Science vessels being produced by Canata. Well, actually, I'm not going to say that's a bad maneuver. I think the gas would have been better spent at this point on tanks, but I think EMP effectively used in a pro gamer's hands. I've wanted to see it for a long time, so maybe Canata will be able to pull it off. I haven't seen it yet. Vultures now pushing in this inside 8 o'clock position. They've at least halted drone production there. I don't think the Vultures alone are going to be able to get it done, though. As you can see, it looks like some Dragoons already in position. At least that armory, I think that, yeah, the armory has been taken down by Cal in the meantime. I'm kind of curious where the upgrades stand. It looks like we only see level 1 weapons. No shield, actually, on the opposite side, so I think upgrades may well be very much in favor of Canata. Let's see, get a look. Looks like we're actually level 1, I think. I'm having a hard time reading on the screen because again, the quality of the vid. It's just actually not even the quality of the vid, it's the way I have it framed. I won't go into it, actually. It's a long, complicated, well, not even complicated. It's a technical issue, and I want to talk about the game. Already I'm distracted, not doing what I'm saying. Some vultures going right across some probes. Going to push into the secondary there. And now, Canata, as you can see, having, again, that mobility problem. He's just trying to be everywhere at once and having trouble doing it. In the meantime, looks like Canata has built up a nice chunk force here. And I think he can push out... Ooh! Goliath just stomping. That was like a snap, like a squish. Like, you know when you're a kid, you're like, I will crush your head. And instantaneous little crush right there between the fingers of Canata with his Goliath. Stomping that out. Now Canata is expanded once again, taking the economic lead once again, and he actually owns basically the entire right-hand side of the map. I don't think Cal wants any part of that. He's still got that proxy factory, the bottom left-hand corner, so he's going to know when Cal's expanding there. In the meantime, Cal, I don't think, can really get his troops around against the siege tech, against the vultures, with the mines all over the field. I'm surprised he hasn't gone to Arbiters yet. I think Arbiters really are pretty important on this map, and that's probably why we saw those early science vessels. Canata was definitely expecting those Arbiters, even though he had the Academy up and didn't spot any sort of Stargate or anything, just being extra prepared. The nice thing about the science vessel, though, is he is going to have EMP, and if he's quick with his fingers, he will be able to stop those Templar from psi-storming all of his troops. And now, as you can see, mines clearing. This is going to kick Canata into action. He's going to start pushing at that location. Finally coming across this proxy factory. But again, this is going to be hard for Cal to hold, because, again, it's just a bad reinforcement route. Shuttle pushing up. It looks like he's going to try to be aggressive with a single shuttle here at one of these bases. Again, maybe some storm drops alongside, but honestly, I don't know that it's going to get done here. That factory going down. Now we see Canata starting to push up. The question is where does he go? Does he want to go for the main? Does he want to go for the 9 o'clock position? He's got to hurt Cal's economy here, punish him for having those Dragoons so far out of position. Looks like, as you can see, a large troop as well. Some Reavers a little too far ahead there. A little too far ahead. They aren't going to get... Ooh, vessels pushing up. Looks like they can't irradiate. So EMPing the Reavers, taking out all their shield, which leaves them basically sort of at half health. Although vultures do concussive damage, so I guess I could say it's more like 1/3 health. So yeah, now pushing up and stamping out with just vultures alone. Sieging up in that position now. There aren't a lot of mines down. We'll see. Oh, that's such a big cluster. Defense matrix going off. It's a really big cluster to get an EMP, and it would be a glorious EMP, I think, across that position. Now another expansion going out for Cal here, and you can see getting the pylons and the cannons down. Really worried about those vultures. And that's a huge force by Canata. But Cal, actually, he's done what he needs to do. I think he's okay. He just needs to absorb attacks from Canata at this position, make sure he doesn't get locked out of the rest of the map. Looks like he's still going to try to swath a path across, though. Moving across the 6 o'clock location with this entire grouping, which surprises me. Nice EMP there, getting the shuttle and a lot of Dragoons, and now pushing up, as you can see. Ooh, nice storm, though. More nice storm than there's still a defense matrix tank underneath that, but a lot of this troop getting killed off just by storm everywhere. So Psystorm winning the day there for Cal. It doesn't look like Cal's pushing that up. Oh, there's more tanks to the north. That is why. So more tanks, a lot of tanks actually there. kind of surprised that Cal actually tried to make a move there. I don't think he really needed to. I think he can just make sure that as long as Cal doesn't get the bottom right-hand corner of the map and he expands there first. And wow! Cal being overly aggressive there, being a bit brash, I would say, and ends up getting taken down by, or I should say rash. He's being rash. And getting taken down with a couple mines, just running across without any observer or anything. So, and it looks like these Dragoons are in a hopeless fight here as well. And Science Vessel's coming alongside just to gloat over the over their deaths there. Now moving across. Now Canata's pushing up, and this is where I think Cal wish he had this attack force to maybe absorb this before and catch them out of siege position as they're sieging up. Yeah, so I don't know that Cal has enough to stop this here, and I don't know if he can get it really in position to stop it. Now yeah. Ouch. I think this Nexus is basically gone. Hopefully he can get it. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to pull his probes out. And I don't even know if he's going to be able to get enough in to stop that force. I'm not sure how large a force he has in the background. He does have a single Templar, but I don't think that's enough to get it done. And again, that EMP can just wreak havoc. He's going to try to take out those... Psystorm with the Vultures. Going to try to take those Vultures out in the meantime. Looks like the Science Vessel is going down in the meantime. Canata being a little bit careless. Templar is going to be able to go up. Didn't get a manage to get Psystorm. And ooh, Templar coming in from beneath with... Wow! In that shuttle. Nice. Just absolutely foot stomping that, or I should say face stomping that attack. That's really creative on Cal's part. I like that. He basically has a task force of 4 High Templar inside his shuttle with full energy. And with that, he's basically solving his mobility problem as far as defense goes. He still lost that Nexus, so it didn't pay out for him. But if he could have gotten that shuttle up sooner and done a coordinated attack, basically, I'm curious if we'll see more Protoss players do that. I like that. Just a mobile task force completely with huge defensive capability because you have so much Psystorm inside that one little vessel. You can just stop really big armies in their tracks, especially if you can drop, I don't know, if you put a single Zealot alongside to absorb the initial huge hit from the tanks and then Psystorm immediately after that. I don't know if you can unload all your units that quickly. I don't think you can, actually. But if you can do coordinated attacks with those High Templar just kind of pushing around. So it looks like, and also they can be used also, they can be used for both attack and defense, in my opinion. Maybe we'll see that a little more often. That also, it kind of cuts the mobility problem that Cal's having. But right now, he still lost that expansion. He's got to be hurting economically, and I still don't think, I think Canata is, yeah, he's already expanded all over the place. He's got a pretty strong economy, and now he's starting to push up with those Vultures. It looks like he's going to push in that 9 o'clock location. If he does take that out, some storm going off, doesn't look like caught a lot of those Vultures inside of it. And if he takes that 9 o'clock position, I don't think there's a lot that Cal can do to stay in this game. I don't think he does have that that inside, that natural of that bottom left-hand base, but otherwise I don't think he's got much more. And it looks like actually Cal's going to go after, I'm sorry, Canada's going to go after that natural. And this is, I think that's a better position to go after because Cal has to reinforce his troops, and in the meantime Canada's reinforcements can come right across Cal's reinforcements lines. So bring back those Vultures to deal with those Zealots, and those Dragoons, just 4 Dragoons aren't going to be enough for those 3 tanks, and especially with those Vultures. A single Goliath in there, Hero Goliath, in there pushing alongside, not even a single tank going down. Those tanks are going to be able to push up and take care of those cannons. More, as you can see, Dragoons pushing up, but reinforcements going to be coming momentarily and getting hit. And actually, it looks like, ooh, they got a little distracted. A little bit of bad micro there on Cal's part. So you can see those Zealots getting push up, and Cal knows that he cannot defend that location. So just not able to keep up economically. He's going to GG right there. So Canata taking that match, surprisingly. I don't think he played very well that match. Honestly, not up to his capability, but still, I guess a win's a win. Cal, in the meantime, we'll see if he's going to cheese once again. It's been an absolute cheese fest on his part thus far. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for listening.